To use the Formation Companies module, simply enter in a location like Northampton, an industry SIC code like 68100 or buying and selling of own real estate, and a time frame. We're going to select the last 30 days. And as you can see, the platform's generated 24 results. We can also put in a custom date range, such as 2020 to 2026, and select search. And it's generated 857 results. We can also use some quick buttons up here, so if we only wanted to search for dissolved companies or companies that were property owners, we simply select the quick key and select search. This will now generate a list of all property companies that launch between the 10th of the 1st, 2020 and 9th of the 2nd, 2026 in Northampton with the SIC code 68100. We can now generate an advanced report by selecting Advanced Report and giving it a name. We're going to call this one 68100 Northampton. This will take anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes to generate. Once you've generated an advanced report, you'll see a couple of quick filters here, so companies with mortgages, cash buyers, and show advanced filters. Now, what we can do here, we can start to look for things like overdue confirmation statement, to which it's filtered it down to 68 results. We could couple that with overdue accounts. Now, this is what we would call pre-liquidation signals, especially when coupled with things like at least one mortgage. So this data is really, really useful to people like insolvency practitioners. We could also exclude people with overdue accounts with at least one mortgage and an overdue confirmation statement. And then this data becomes really useful for accountants. As you can see, it's filtered it down to 16 results of people who have a filing issue. You can now contact them, let them know that they have a filing issue that you can resolve for them. We could change that status back and put in things like at least 10 mortgages. So now if you're a bridging finance, offer bridging finance or a mortgage broker, we've now managed to filter it down to 30 results of people that have more than 10 current mortgages. Really, really useful for brokers. Now we've opened up a company record page, we get to see some information like all of their SIC codes. We get to see that their accounts are in good shape, confirmation is good, they've not filed for liquidation, they have one mortgage, they have two directors. We've managed to find the mortgage charge, so the address of the mortgage. We've managed to find some linked telephone numbers. So what this is we've managed to find a telephone number associated with a linked business of the director. We've got some financial information, we've got some key movements on their financial information, and we've got some key figures within their last filed accounts and their previous year's filed accounts. So coming back to these linked businesses, if we select this little button here, we can see that they're also a director of the Raj GB Limited. We can search this director as well, who is also a director of the Raj Restaurant 1991 Limited. So it looks like they have some linked businesses there as well. So it could be that we could reach the director by using these telephone numbers, or we've got some social media icons under here. If we use default, all it will do is search the name against LinkedIn or whatever social media platform we choose. And we've got a name match, and we've also got COO at the Raj Kettering. So we already know that this is the director that we want. We also have an advanced filter, which will search the name and the location. And we also have an AI filter that will search the name, the location, look for similarities in industry, and will also check linked companies as well. So because it has a lot more data points to search for, it does take a little bit more time to do. My go-to filter is advanced filter. It's pretty accurate, or if it's an uncommon name, I just use the standard default filter, but it is pretty good at locating directors' social media accounts. And as you can see, the platform has returned one result. Let's view this LinkedIn profile. And it is the profile that we thought it was. So we can now connect in with this director, we can send them a message and introduce ourselves or our products and services. Formation Businesses is a really good tool for quickly building lists of businesses in a local area simply by using an industry keyword, postcode and radius. So we could enter something like builder, a postcode like NN39AG. We'll go for a 10-mile radius and we have two search options. We can do a default search, which will just quickly generate us a list with websites and telephone numbers, or we could do an advanced search, which I'll show you a comparison on, which will bring back social media pages as well as things like email addresses. So for the standard search, you can see we've generated a list of 20 results. Now, we've got a couple of quick filters here, so we could say, show me ones with no websites. So if you're a web designer or offer any sort of digital marketing services where you would like to bring new customers on board for a website, this is a really good tool. So you'll see here, I mean, these guys have got 5 stars, these have got 5 stars, but there's no website there. Really, really good leads to contact. We could say, just show me ones that have a website. We could open up their website and do some contact form marketing, or we could give them a call. We can filter them and save them to CRM. That way, if they say, you know, thanks for contacting me, but please don't contact me again, take me off your list, you can then mark them in the CRM as do not contact, and next time they'll load up in red. Once they're saved to the CRM, they'll appear in green. So if you come across any new ones in the future, you will know that you've already contacted them and they're already part of your CRM. If we repeat this search, builder, NN39AG, within 10 miles, but this time we do an advanced search and click search, hopefully now you'll see that it is able to retrieve some email addresses, some social media pages like LinkedIn accounts, Instagram pages, Facebook pages, and it just gives you an extra way to connect in with these businesses and an extra way to contact these businesses. The trade-off with the advanced search is it does take an extra minute or so, as it has to go read all of these web pages and all of the information on the prospect's web page. So here we go. You'll start to see in purple now, we've got some email addresses. You'll see that we've got some Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn pages. So if we click on there, you'll see that it's linked to the leads LinkedIn business page. And if you want to load more, you can just quite literally load more and you'll see the numbers jump up to, wow, 39 there. And you'll see that it's processing, it's going to the web page, it's discovering more email addresses, it's discovering more social media pages that it will add in here, like purple there, email address, email address, email address, more social media pages here. And again, we can either load more or save them to the CRM. To use formation courts, you can either search by case number or case type. In this instance, we're going to look at private rent repossessions from limited companies. We're going to search nationwide, so we'll leave the court location blank, and we're going to look within the last 30 days. And as you can see, it's generated 368 results. Now, this data is very, very good for people who offer mediation services, specialist legal services, insurance services, debt recovery services, and to open up the company record of the plaintiff, just simply click the plaintiff link and it will open up the company record and you will be able to make contact with the directors and offer your products or services. Formation contracts is a super easy tool to use. It just works by keyword like heating. You can enter in a location, a time frame, radiuses, but here's the key part. Not only can you search open contracts, so if you are able to take on multi-million-pound contracts, that's great. If you're not, you can actually search awarded contracts and see who is being awarded these multi-million-pound contracts, and can you offer services to them either on a recruitment basis or a subcontractor basis. You will be able to offer services to companies that have won these multi-million-pound contracts. So this was originally a contract value of £2.5 million. This main contract came in at £4.5 million, £2 million over budget, but they won the contract. You can now get in touch with the main contractor and see if you can provide services to them, whether that's recruitment services for staffing in order to fulfill this contract, or if you place teams of subcontractors, maybe you can contact them about providing subcontractor services to fulfill these contracts. To use formation plannings, we just need to enter in a postcode like NN39AG, a time frame like 6 months, and a radius like 10 miles, and hit search. Now we've generated our list of planning applications. We can filter by status or by exact postcode or by keyword. I'm going to choose keyword and I'm going to choose HMO. We can now open up one of these records. Now that we've opened up the application, we can see the property address, we can see the applicant's address and a few more key dates. But taking a look at this applicant's address here, we can actually cross-reference that with formation companies, and we get this company here, Bromo Property. Now, although that they are based in Dagenham, we can see that they actually already have 2 properties in the NN postcode. So we're very confident that this is the company. Now, if they are converting HMOs, and I'm, for instance, a solar installer, a builder that can offer services or even products such as solar batteries to help out with the running costs or the conversion costs with this project, then I would certainly be making contact with the directors here. To use formation properties, we've got 2 options. We can either search by individual property or search by area. To search by individual property, we just enter in a postcode. Let's go with PE253HP and click search. And we can select one of the properties from the list. And it gives us a lot of information about the property and about the area. So we can tell the district, what type of property it is, its EPC rating, crime statistics for the area. We can see any improvements required to achieve an EPC or improve the EPC. We can see things like property values. So you get a lot of information about the individual property and the area. If we go back and we do an area search like PE253HP and click search, we get the same clickable properties, but now we can start to filter down. Maybe we only want to target properties that are an E, F, and G on the energy performance rating. Now we might only want owner-occupied properties. We can choose private rentals as well, but maybe we want to target owner-occupied. Now, maybe we only want one with electric heating type. So if we go with electric storage heaters, electric heaters, no system present but electric assumed, and electric room heaters. If I was offering things like warmer homes upgrade schemes or Eco4 upgrade schemes or solar panels or general energy improvements, these are the homeowners I would be contacting. To use formation probate, simply enter in a postcode like NN39AG, select a radius like 10 miles, select a time frame. We're going to choose the last 30 days and a number of results. We're going to go with 50 results and hit search. As you can see, it's generated a list of 18 probate notices within the last 30 days within 10 miles of NN39AG. To use Formation Recommend, simply search by keyword, select a location, and order by time frame. So whether you want all posts or recent. Let's try electrician, and we'll go with Northampton and hit search. Now this will generate a list of people actively looking for electricians in and around Northampton on Facebook. So here we go. We've got, can anyone recommend a good reliable electrician? Search require 3 electricians. Brackley, good morning. Can anyone recommend a decent, honest electrician, please? So it is really, really good for the trades. Let's try plumber, and we'll try Birmingham. Hi, my kitchen tap is not working properly and the cold water is struggling. Again, looking for a plumber recommendation. Can anyone recommend a local plumber, please? Looking for recommendations on a bathroom fitter / plumber. It's very, very good to find people who are searching for your service. Now, as well as the actual trade like electrician or plumber, you can also look for things like gas safety certificate and electrical inspection condition report, or EICR.